What's up out there? Let's get caught up. So I was looking at my last video because I forgot to take some notes, but in the last video I had level 88 cartography and level 88 archaeology. So in cartography, I do know that I was cruising around through here. I think I might have had the secret mines in the last video. I can't remember exactly. But I did find in here, there's the shipment chart, which gives you the access to the ancient forge, which I did run across the ancient forge in cartography. So I unlocked this dig site and I've got a bunch of stuff out of here now. So we can start, I got like these elusive boots. I got the ancient brushes, some ancient sieves. So we can kind of mess around with some of that stuff. I did get a bunch more bank slots, turning stuff into the museum here. Looks like we can turn a little bit more in. And in 5 more, we're going to get another reward. I kind of wish this would actually tell you what the next reward was so you knew what you were going for. I thought this did for some reason, but apparently it doesn't. So at any rate, I did spend a bunch of time messing around with these, at least these 2 dig sites here. I don't think I've gotten any other things out of it. And then I basically got level 90 out of both of these and kind of quit. So there wasn't really much of a purpose to going. And actually I burned the ancient forge out. You can see I've only got like 176 excavations remaining. I think this one's garbage. So I basically stopped. I did cartography and archaeology after the last video and then basically stopped and went on and did something else. And so today is Saturday. It's doing rune crafting. It's bouncing back and forth between rune crafting and mining. Why were we mining? Oh, it's like straight up. Why is it not mining more? I thought this thing would go for a while, but it's like just going a little bit and then coming back to rune crafting. So anyway, what I did is I took my magic user in to fight. Do I still have it? No, it's Fierce Devils now. So I took my magic user in to fight in the Holy Isle, not the Holy Isles. What am I thinking of? It's moved. Highlands. So I was fighting griffins, right? This gives you the dragon claw fragments. So I'm sitting there. I think I put the last video out either Monday or Tuesday, and yesterday was Friday, and I've spent all day working on rune crafting. So this was probably Wednesday night. By the time I got done with cartography and archaeology and everything, so I'm sitting there Wednesday night. It was kind of later in the evening or something like that or whatever. I don't remember exactly how it all played out. I just remember I checked it. I was sitting in here playing some Path of Exile. I got done for the night and I checked my character and I said, you know what? Before I go to bed, I'm going to let this sit with magic up against these griffins. Fight these things for a little while and then I'll check it before I go to bed. Well, this is 8 o'clock at night. I get done playing. I go out, play with the dog a little bit, go to bed, wake up about 4 o'clock in the morning and I open the game. I'm like, oh yeah, I stayed fighting those things all night, which is good because I now have the dragon claw. I've got that and I got another 57 of these dragon claw fragments if I wanted to go for a second one, which actually I need to keep some anyway for this hard task, but I ended up basically running out of air runes overnight. So I was just stabbing the monster with a stick the whole time. I was just poking him. I woke up in the morning and I was like, oh crap, I'm out. I've been meaning to check how much food I have. It didn't really use that much food. I think I've had 24,000 food or something like that. So even though I wasn't really attacking it, I was just kind of stabbing it with a stick at that point. I got enough to get plenty of these to get a claw out of it, which is great. So whenever I get back into melee, we'll have that thing to go with. And that's what got me back into rune crafting. So now I'm down in here. I bumped this up. What are we at? 1 million? I think that's at 1 million now. So basically, I don't remember how I've got this set. I think that's where this will come out 2 million. Maybe. Yeah, something like that. So the cast possible would be 1 million if I let this run for each of these. What I probably need to do is just let it go on mining for a while. In fact, you know what? Let's turn this off, disable that, stop that, go here to mining, and just park on this for a little while. That's what I really need to do. Let this thing build up. So what this mod that I have, this auto rune crafting mod, what this thing does is it will go off and go mine for you if it needs to. But in watching what it does, it looks like it goes and mines a little bit, like 100 essence or something, and then it comes back and starts crafting. So I'm not real pleased with that. I think that's kind of stupid. I'd rather have a pile of 50 or 100,000 rune essence sitting there and let it just chug and go. Because then what it does is with the way this is set up, it's lowest cast, so it bounces around through all of them, and it all keeps them about the same number of casting times possible, so it basically brings them all up at the same time instead of just doing a big air rune run and then a big water rune run, so you don't have to mess with it. This thing just automatically goes, and I think this does it offline too. Like when you log back in, it catches up and it rebalances itself across everything, instead of just sticking to one and then, coming back, which I really like. Having the ability to set certain mods on certain characters how can I say this? When I was first playing with my standard and my hardcore characters and my original adventure character, I did not want to do any mods that actually modified the game or was anything more than just really basic quality of life stuff. Now that I've gotten past those characters, I don't mind modding a little bit and putting a little bit of, let's say, scripted modding in here. This type of stuff that it just makes things a lot easier. This thing automatically goes and mines stuff for you. I don't have to think about it as much. I've been playing this game for a couple of years now, so stuff that makes life a little bit easier, I don't mind because it just takes some of that mindless stuff out of it. Little automations here and there, I think, are fine. But even now that I can just fully separate just a completely modded run out from this, and this can do its own thing, I think that's fantastic. And I love the way we've got mods today, the way it all works. I love having this in here. It's a nice quality of life. I love doing things. When I was doing my standard and hardcore and all those, I didn't mind doing them all manually, and that I was playing the game in a specific way at that point. And the way I'm playing the game now is, I don't want to say a more advanced version, but it's a more relaxed version. It's just taking some of the, it's like you go buy a dishwasher, you know what I mean? You don't mind washing dishes for a long time, but then you buy a dishwasher and you're like, hey, that makes things so much more convenient, just something like that. It's just, that's all it is. So I don't mind this. I know I used to, but I don't mind this automating a little bit of it. And every time I log in and I see it catch up and it's just done all those things for me, I'm like, right on. I don't have to deal with it. So I like that. And same thing with Township. I've got the mod in here that automatically repairs Township and just takes care of it. I don't have to deal with all that. The auto farming mod, I don't have to worry about this thing. It just replants whatever's there, which is all potatoes apparently. We can unlock that. Am I doing all potatoes? I guess so. I have not checked on, my wheel's getting all goofy. I have not checked on my herbs now that I think about that. And we can unlock that. What would this be? What do we got on here? This is pigtail. Guess we'll do more pigtail. And yes, I am the lazy guy that pays 5,000 gold to just plant one thing. I don't feel like going through all that. So this thing will replant. I love just logging in. It's so much less to have to deal with. I love doing that when I did my original runs on characters when I had to do this. I didn't mind checking things manually. Like, it made me feel connected to the game. But now that I know the game well enough to know how all that works, I don't care anymore. I just let something do it. I did go in and get 50 million gold built up. And because I was working on rune crafting, I bought this expanded knowledge, which speeds up rune crafting. So I saved up 50 million for that. I still need to get perpetual haste, but I'm not working on crafting or fletching right now, so I don't care. And I don't have the trials for this, and I don't have enough Dragonite bars, but I think once I get past this is when I get to the ancient stuff. Yeah, it would make sense because everything else goes dragon and then ancient. So once I get enough of these dragonite bars built up, which those I was getting from thieving. I couldn't remember how I was getting them, but when you thieve the fisherman, he drops this treasure chest, and sometimes you get dragon bars in the treasure chest. So I was getting a few of those. If I get enough, I can, build that stack up. Do I care about keeping all this ore? I wonder how much that's worth. That is worth 2 million. I don't think I care at this point. I don't need the inventory space, which another good thing about doing all the archaeology is when you turn all that stuff in, you just get tons and tons of bank slots. So I've been getting a lot of bank slots. It's been really worthwhile going into that and getting those bank slots. Or it's been very worthwhile going on it. I know what I wanted to check we're starting to get some, all right. I might have to do some herb lore at some point. We're starting to build up. There's 320,000 garum, which is good, but I only had a couple thousand pigtails last I looked. Now I've got a lot, but that was like a week ago too. Township wise, so I'm making 432,000 a tick. I don't remember. I've got another town hall built, so I'm getting a little bit more money. I saved up some for that. I might have done some thieving in there too. I don't remember if that was in the last video or not, but the big thing is I've got all my buildings built. The only thing I have left to do is town halls. I don't think there's anything else. Everything else is capped out with population and level. So, I've got the population. I just need township level of 100. So everything else is built out. I don't have anything more to sink into this. It's all level 100 or 110. So aside from building more town halls, I don't have anything else to do with township. So everything I have can go out through the trader, which I need to just ditch some coal. I don't have a way of sinking coal. I don't have a coal sink, but I've got 5 million. So we've got 31 million storage. So I can kick all this stuff out. We'll get a bunch of these ranged ones. We'll get some melee ones, the ore boxes, which should open up. I don't have a way to get coal out because I don't have either one of these. We can do bars. I can start doing herb. I forgot about that. I was doing herb boxes too, so that's kicking up my herbs. I can finally do magic hinder scrolls and get those. I was thinking about this. I could do leather for crafting. I could actually take this leather, get it out, and convert it over to. We don't need crafting though. I guess I don't have to worry about it. So I'll do, but I was going to say I could convert that to dragon hide and then craft dragon hide. I can also take potions out. I've got enough in here to get some potions that if I take half of it, it's not a big deal. And I can take half of this and half of this. Can I not take half of this? Oh, bank's full. All right. So at this point, what I do is I come in here and I look at this and I say, okay, let's sell all this stuff and make money. Let's open this up, collect that. Let's open this up, fill my bank up again. Click the upgrade all potion button. So that goes in here. And I don't need fisherman's controlled heats, which, I've already turned those tasks in. We're good there. And then we can just sell the rest of this. So basically, and this is what several episodes ago, I wanted to get Township rolling so that I could be making money. So now I can just sell off all this extraneous crap that I'm getting. And there's 1.4 million just pulling that out. Not only is Township giving me tax revenue, but it's also giving me stuff that I can just straight up sell off and be done with. I think, and then, if I wanted to sell all this ore off, I probably should keep the dragonite. So the dark steel and stuff like that, I don't know that I care. Can I do anything with that yet? I should check that. While we're sitting here chatting, I should check that. I can do aeronite bars, which would be under probably the imbued stuff or something. I don't remember what those create. I have to go back and look. I probably need to keep those. So I'll keep that and I'll keep this dark steel because it's probably hard to get. The mithril, adamantite, see this stuff I don't need right at the moment. I don't think I care, although I could use it for moles. But I've got iron ore I could use for that, so I'll just sell that. So there's another 1.2 million. So basically, I can take all this stuff and just sell it out. It's a little bit extra money. It's more of a passive income at this point. Mining lanterns. Yeah, we'll keep those. Actually, cannot be doubled. We could equip that. Wait, this isn't a consumable? Oh, that's an actual item. I thought it was a consumable. All right. Cool. Learn something new every day. So this needs to go on mining. And we could actually unlock this and sell that off. That way, when this is not equipped, I was wondering why I had so many of them. Normally that feels like a consumable when you get that many, but apparently it's just really easy to mine up. So 30% chance to gain one additional resource in mining. So that should be giving me extra, because it doesn't say anything about rune essence on here. Normally when they talk about doubling or something, they yell at you about rune essence. I also went through and made sure to get the mold tablets built up and the crow and make sure that synergy is active, because if the script is, or if the automated mod is going to go from rune crafting to mining, I don't have anything else to synergize crow with, and I'm still pushing on getting summoning leveled up. So this is 92 in the background. I did not look to see if there was anything else I needed to unlock. We could do, in fact, I have not created a dragon one yet, and I could try to get the fire making one unlocked also. I also need to do this one, whatever this is, the yak. I think that's the yak. So I've got some work to do. I didn't realize I had these unlocked, because the summoning stuff just kind of been unlocking in the background. I've tried to make sure and have summoning tablets going in there constantly. What were we looking at? Bank slots. We were cleaning some stuff up. So what I try to do is, if I've got something like this it's going to equip, I make sure that I have one of them. That way when I equip it, it frees up a bank slot. I don't have a big stack of them. What do we have? Magic Assistance Potion 1. Let's get rid of that. Probably because I've got 3 just now. And then I'm just selling off any of the rest of this stuff, or equipping. I got a few sharks built up. Forgot about those. This stuff here, I need to save these for sure. I might have upgraded that one. Maybe not. I don't think I need this stuff, which I thought I turned this all in. Doesn't say that it's got a use. Did I not turn all that in? Yeah, I've turned it in. I wonder why that's still showing up in there. Oh, well. But yeah, that's where we're at today. So got a bunch more bank slots, and I'm working on rune crafting. I think I'm just going to let this go for a little bit. I'll do some mining here for a while, and then rune crafting. And then I want to get, I did do a little bit of alt magic for these things, these holy dust. I let that run overnight once, I think, trying to get blessed offerings. So we do have the ability to get item alchemy 3, and I'm very close to the next level. So between the blessed offering and then going into that combat, I'm almost capped on magic up to level 80. So that's cool. I'll be right there with that. Item alchemy 3, 160. You can sell stuff for 160% worth of its sale value. That is going to be really cool. That will be a way of making some good money. Like if we get Crown of Relics and stuff like that, sell that for 160%. Or big ticket items like that. And then we can buy some more stuff. So anyway, that's kind of where things are. I don't really have a grand vision for where I'm going from this point forward. I don't think I'm going to be working on fletching. I'll probably work on herb lore at some point. Agility, I'm probably done with. Like I said, I've kind of been trying to keep everything on the summoning side of things going. I was starting to look at combat. I did all that magic combat the other day and then ran out of runes. So I'm going to make sure I have plenty of runes going forward, which is going to be another couple of days of this probably. And then I'll be going back into combat. The cool thing is this is really cool. So with this here, with this claw, it's got the same bonus for stab, slash, and block, which means I don't have to switch weapons anymore. In fact, I can take this thing and sell that. I don't need that anymore. And do I have anything left? Yep, those can all go away. And that should be it. So I don't need any of this stuff anymore. This can all go away. Because this claw is now going to be my main melee weapon, and because it's got the same stab, slash, and block, it doesn't matter. There's not one favored attack style in there. I can actually go and equip that, and we can get rid of this here, and that frees up a couple of bank slots. I don't have to keep that anymore. So my melee combat just went up tremendously, and I don't have to switch weapons. So I can just leave that on and just switch my combat style, and there we go, or my attack style, whatever you want to say. I'm not sure if I want to use these elusive boots. These things add evasion rating and attack interval and stuff like that. I think I would rather have something with damage reduction, probably. I don't know if, maybe these things would be better on that. They do give damage reduction, which is not better than this, but it is better than the hard leather boots. So this might be good for ranged. And if I do that, I can get rid of these things, which I could also do the same thing here. Let's just sell all of these, and we can do a little item management real quick here. Come back over to this thing, set that there, unequip those, lock this. All these little gyrations you got to do. Equip that back on, and now we've got, that's actually a good upgrade because I had those really shitty boots, and now this is good. They're better boots with 3% damage reduction, but there's not really any options for range. So that would be good for ranged, quite honestly. So I'll use those there. And you know what? I don't have these equipped. This is not set for, it is set for mining. Put my dirty mining boots on. I don't think I have anything else for mining, do I? We've got these things, these lesser relics. And so my gem chance doesn't matter, but I do get a faster mining interval. I think I'll accept that. It just goes faster. Rune crafting. I think real quick here before we close out, I think I did get one of these things here. I think it was this +3 standard runes produced per action. I think I got that. So we're one away from getting +4 base quantity received from essence nodes in mining. All right. But we've got some other bonuses. I think that's the only relic that I've found. And for this, well, we're one away here too. +690 mining node hit points. Wow, that's going to be huge when that unlocks. All right, I think I found a goal. Let that go until that unlocks. But anyway, that is where we are today. Kind of a lot of boring stuff in the background, but it's, all forward progress and it's all good. Definitely slowing down, not necessarily looking at as much dungeon work. Although once I get back into combat, I will be going back into dungeons for a little bit. Leveling up some of this stuff, trying to get pets, that kind of thing. So anyway, that is the update that I have for today, and that will do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.